Welcome back to the archives. Today's video is about conspiracy theories. Some are just nonsense, like lizard people running the government. Or are they? But every once in a while, one of those wild-eyed tinfoil hat ideas turns out to be absolutely 100% real. Yes, my friends, sometimes the crazy guy on the street corner screaming about government mind control isn't crazy at all. He's just a few decades ahead of the news cycle. So let's talk about 5 conspiracy theories that people laughed at until they turned out to be true. Spoiler alert, the government has lied to you. A lot. For years, people who said, the government is listening to your calls, were treated like that one weird uncle at Thanksgiving who refuses to use Wi-Fi. Then along came Edward Snowden, and he basically said, yeah, they're not just listening, they're recording, storing, and probably laughing at your texts. In 2013, Snowden leaked classified documents proving that the NSA was collecting data on literally everyone. Not just suspected criminals, not just politicians, but regular people like you and me. Think of every embarrassing text, every late-night Google search, and God help us, all those weird Amazon purchases. They saw it all. Have you been spied on? You may be entitled to absolutely nothing because they don't care. Oh, and fun fact, tech giants like Google and Facebook were totally helping them. So if you ever feel like your phone is listening to you, it is. Hey Siri, are you working for the CIA? Ever have one of those, wait, what was I just doing, moments? Well, what if I told you the CIA actually ran experiments to control people's minds? Yes, friends, meet MKUltra, the US government's totally not suspicious at all mind control program. Back in the 1950s, the CIA went full mad scientist mode and started dosing random people with LSD just to see what would happen. And let me tell you, what happened was illegal, unethical, and absolutely insane. They tested on prisoners, mental patients, and even random people at bars and brothels. Imagine just trying to enjoy a drink when, boom, you're unwillingly part of a CIA science fair project. And what was the goal? To create brainwashed super spies and assassins. Basically, they were trying to build the Winter Soldier before Marvel made it cool. But don't worry, the government pinky promised they stopped in the 70s, because we totally believe them, right? Cut to a mock newspaper headline, government admits to crimes but swears they stopped for real this time. Ever get caught in a lie and just commit so hard that you can't back out? That's basically what the US did in Vietnam. In 1964, the government claimed that North Vietnam attacked a US Navy ship in the Gulf of Tonkin. Americans were outraged, politicians demanded revenge, and just like that, boom, war. But here's the thing, the attack? It never actually happened. Years later, declassified documents proved that the government completely made it up to justify going to war. Yep, millions of people fought and died over a war that started on a lie. But hey, at least the military-industrial complex made a ton of money, right? The government would never lie to start a war, right? Ever feel like the media is just saying what they're told to say? Well, you're not crazy, because in the 1950s, the CIA literally paid journalists to spread propaganda. This little gem was called Operation Mockingbird, and it was basically the CIA's way of saying, we don't need to control the people if we can control what they read. Newspapers, TV networks, even Hollywood got caught up in it. We're talking about you name it, they were in on it. And the best part? Even when this was exposed in the 70s, the government never really stopped. They just got better at hiding it. Cut to fake breaking news. Everything you read is totally the truth, we swear. This one, pure evil. Between 1932 and 1972, the US government ran the Tuskegee syphilis study where they took hundreds of black men with syphilis and lied to them, saying they were getting free health care. In reality, they never treated them, even after a cure was found. They just let them suffer and die to see what would happen. It took 40 years for someone to finally say, hey, maybe this is bad? And when they got caught, the government gave them an oops, our bad apology in 1997, 65 years too late. Trust the government. They definitely have your best interests at heart. So, next time someone calls you a crazy conspiracy theorist, just remind them that history is full of conspiracies that turned out to be true. Which of these shocked you the most? And do you think we'll uncover more insane conspiracies in the future? Spoiler alert, yes, always. Drop your thoughts in the comments, hit that like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next deep dive into the weird, the hidden, and the downright terrifying.